Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bound captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson, short, quick lesson. I saw this video of this Chinese.
Hello from China. So I'm in a grocery store right.
And that's not a stereotypical statement. It literally says Chinese, but regardless of that, they are also racist to us. But anyway, there's Chinese woman said that the tariff thing that Trump implemented is not even hurting the other people, the other nations. It's still only going to hurt America, because now people aren't buying from America. Instead, they're buying from other places. She even says over there in that grocery shop, instead of American grown beef, she only sees Australian. So basically, instead of taking their money to buy and import from America, what they do is instead they go to buy from other places, and that basically hurts their pockets. As a result of that, this invoked in me something that I learned a while back that is good to kind of like refresh your memory and stuff like this. Revelation chapter 17 verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest when the whore sitteth are peoples, and multitudes and nations and tongues, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay, so basically the whore is Babylon, and basically I forgot who is the let me see if I can get it. The 10 horns, let me get this. Slakia, bear with me one moment. I don't remember it by heart, but this is the perfect time to get the edification and also refresh. All right.
Was not being honest with what he found because he was a Baptist seminary professor. Callaway wrote, I is simply.
Okay, yeah. So the 10 horns are the European Union. All right. So it's basically the original 10. What's it called? 10 members. 10 members of the European nations and stuff like that. And I don't know if you are familiar, but basically, they are, well, actually lots of different nations are kind of like getting fed up with Babylon. But in addition to that, you also have China, and I forgot what the other country was. I think it was Palestine, not Palestine. Palestine too, but there was another. Oh, Russia, China, and there was one more. I think Korea. I think it's Korea, that they were doing some war exercises and stuff like that, where they were all getting together and kind of like bear with me one moment. All right, Slakia. Basically, as I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying about the whole thing with the, war exercises. Korea is getting together with Russia. Russia's getting together with China and stuff like that. And you have these different nations that are gradually starting to like realize that fuck America, because America. Actually, how many places did America? Which countries?
According to the Bible, from ancient Bethel, all we have to do is travel east, and soon we'll come to the fortified.
It was China, Mexico, and Canada.
You know the feeling, right? Constantly switching between tabs.
I think I'm pretty sure wasn't there more?
Deadlines. Meet Motion, the AI assistant that's about to revolutionize how you work. Imagine an app that doesn't just track your tasks, but actively plans your entire day. Motion combines your calendar and to-do list into one powerful system.
Is that a whole list? Yes, it is a whole ass list. So there's more.
Motion then creates the perfect daily agenda.
Okay, so yeah, European Union. Okay, European Union.
Report at 3 p.m. No problem. Something takes
Holy
longer than
shit.
expected. All good. Motion reshuffles everything.
Slocky. Okay, so basically the tariff is on China. He lessened it on other countries, apparently.
It's not complicated. It's just Motion. Less than 62 cents a day, and you'll be ahead of the entire office. Click below to start your 7-day free trial
Wait.
today.
Okay, no. So he rose it on all these countries.
Over 350,000 small businesses trust Zensurance. Zensurance provides
But he rose it more on China and
5% on your insurance.
I think that's it. Primarily China. So yeah, and as a result of that,
Too small. Policies starting from $19 a month. Get a free quote at Zensurance.
so as a okay, Slocky, I'm not gonna lie. I think this basically means that there's a 10% tariff on all countries, and except for China. China has the most with the 145% increase. So yeah, he has a long list of tariffs on other nations, and rather than rolling over all these different, or I'll say China in specific, they just said, okay, you know what, we're just not going to do it. But I also did hear other countries were saying, okay, well, we're just not going to buy from America anymore because you guys are mean and whatnot. Like they're just saying, well, fuck you then, because we're not gonna roll over to this stuff. All right. Shit. Bear with me one moment. All right, Slovakia. Always something that's over here. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, there's these tariffs and stuff like that. Next, and as a result of the tariffs, that's just one of the things that where America is getting on people's nerves, and people are not liking what he's doing as a result of that. To continue on, Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is another thing where Esau knows that his time is being cut short. He knows that, and he's trying to, he tends to, what's the word? I guess, try to do some sort of panic stuff where he does something in order to kind of like hasten some sort of sense of control. But clearly that backfired on him, especially with the tariffs, because if China, who was initially giving them whatever tariff percent, China was initially being in agreement with them, fulfilling their obligations, and then apparently Donald Trump was like, okay, well, China, they're not doing enough, and I want you guys to give us some way more money. Here's the tariffs. We have the power. We are Esau, Edom. We're Babylon. We're the greatest country ever. And if you don't do it, then you know what's gonna happen. Slocky, let me get this. As a result of this, because you understand the big thing. What was it called? It was is it Psalms 73, I think? Psalms 73 verse 6. Therefore, pride comes them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Basically, their main primary bargaining chip is the fact that if they want to go to war, more times than not, they will win that war against, one-on-one and stuff like that. They have the advantage primarily in that. But the thing is that the Lord is slowly putting a spirit on these other nations to band together to destroy them. And there was another precept. I think it was Ezekiel chapter 20. No, Ezekiel chapter what? I forgot. There was one chapter in Ezekiel that talked about it. If I find it, I'll put it in the description or something like that, or in the comment section. But continuing on, or maybe I'll edit it in the video. 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So there's going to come a time when I don't really understand the full thing, what we watch and wait and see, but very soon there's going to come a time when things are going to be fixed. All right, and then as a matter of fact, let me also get this.
Israelites fell back towards it to the east. The biblical account continues. All the men of Ai were called to pursue them.
2 Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. This is another thing where they think, oh yeah, everything is good, life is good, I'm going to be taken care of, the government has got me, all this stuff, and then lo and behold, the Lord's going to be like, bam, in a surprise way. They're just going to get hit with all the judgment that the Lord has been saving for Babylon and the inhabitants. All right. Continuing on, Sirach chapter 9 verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. This is another thing where people are jealous of Esau Edom, and they think that Esau Edom is right in anything and everything that he does, not fully acknowledging and understanding that the Lord is going to judge him very soon. He's going to have to answer for his wickedness. All right, like it's the day is slowly approaching. All right. Next, Matthew 25 verse 20. And so he that hath received. Well, no, that's basically it. So with that, praise system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, double honor to the elders, apostles, great most of the Bible, and Shalom.